So, while I was in surgery, my sister got there at some point because I know she was there when the doctor came out and talked to my family. So it was my parents and my sister that was there. And there has been some debate as to whether the baby had a heartbeat or not when she was born. I know she wasn't breathing. The NICU doctor told me that she had a heart rate when she was born, that they didn't do CPR or anything, but my family has told me that they were told that she was born without a heartbeat. So I don't know if they meant they couldn't find one on the monitor prior to surgery or what. So I really don't know. I remember waking up and asking if the baby was alive because she didn't have a heartbeat when I was put under. And they said yes, and I was like, okay, I can go back to sleep now, basically. And I was kind of like in and out, and then I remember asking if she was cute. Why that mattered, I don't know. If I was okay. I don't really remember going to my room. Chris and the girls must have gotten there at some point. I know that my family and Chris and the girls were there, but I'm very foggy on details once I was in recovery, like in my actual room. I've been told, I told my sister like 3 or 4 times, thank you so much for coming. Just because I had forgotten that, that I had told her already because I was on morphine. I remember the girls coming in and they were like, super concerned. They're 3 and 4. And I remember holding their hand and telling them it was okay, but that they couldn't climb on me or anything. That's all I really remember. I know that they told me I had to keep my blood pressure down and I had to be able to walk a certain amount of steps to go to the NICU and see her. And she was born at 12:22, and they said that I went and visited her at 3:30. Like, I was determined I was going. And I remember being determined that I was going to go see her. But I honestly really don't remember meeting her much. I remember the pictures my sister sent me, and I vaguely remember seeing her and thinking she was so small and she's on the vent, but I don't really remember anything else. A friend of mine came up to see me after my family left, which I think they left probably around 5 or 6. And Chris had found somebody to babysit the kids. And he had gone somewhere, I think, or maybe he was trying to get them loaded up for whoever was going to watch them. I have no idea where he was. I was out of it. My friend showed up, and I don't remember talking to her at all. She said I was really, really nice and loopy, and I got to go down and see the baby again for about half an hour, and that I remember a little bit. And then it was just, being woken up all night long, and I remember the IV that they had given me 2 units of blood, and that was in a separate IV or port or whatever, and it was really irritating because I can only have Tegaderm. I can't have any actual tape. And so they didn't have it taped down very well, and it was hurting, and it kept flipping over. And I remember being annoyed all night long because it was like in the way. And I remember them giving me morphine, and Chris had left to go pick something up at the house or something, and he had come back about 11. And I remember talking to him, and he said I was so nice to him, and that he was telling me something, and I just kept telling him, it's okay, it's no big deal. I still don't know. I don't even know. And the next morning, the doctor came in and saw me, and I was feeling much better by then. And he was like, I can't believe you had emergency surgery yesterday. You're looking really good. Your labs are really good. I'm just shocked that, it went down how it went down. He said I had pretty much a complete placenta abruption. Like, my placenta was almost completely detached. And he said that when that happens, typically people are in a severe amount of pain and or they're contracting. And I wasn't in any pain at all, other than I threw up a couple times. And I wasn't contracting at all. I don't think, had the baby not started decelerating, or I had not started passing clots, I think I could have bled out and they wouldn't have known. Like, I didn't have any of the signs of a placenta abruption. He said that only happens in about 1 in 200,000 births. a placenta abruption, and that he has never seen one where they're not in pain. So I'm a rare case. I'm glad that he was as proactive as he was, and that he got her out when he did, because another minute or two, there's a good chance that she wouldn't have made it. I know that I was told by the NICU doctor that once they got her breathing, they stayed in the room until they had stabilized me before they took the baby down to the NICU, and that they had my uterus completely outside of my body, trying to clean it out and stop the bleeding. And now I kind of think back and wonder how much more I would have had to bleed for them to do a hysterectomy. I mean, I'm awfully young, but what else would they have done if I had continued bleeding? So that's the thing I kind of want to ask the doctor when I go for my follow-up. So I was only in the hospital for 2 days before they released me. And then basically, upon my agreement for them to release me a day early, I had to go in and see the doctor. So I went in and saw him. I left on Saturday evening. I went and saw the doctor on Tuesday. He checked my incision and my blood pressure and everything, and he reiterated, like, I cannot believe that it went down the way it went down. He was absolutely shocked that Harper was doing so well in the NICU for a 28-weeker. She's been doing exceptionally well. Today really is the first day that we've had any kind of, I don't even want to say regression, because it's really not. She just hasn't gained any weight today and hasn't digested all of her food. But today, I mean, and that's not even really that bad. And this is the first that we've really had any remote setback at all. She's doing really, really good. Yesterday would have been 30 weeks. So I'm waiting for her to hit that like 32, 33 mark, because they say magical things start happening around then. But yeah, I'm really fortunate that my doctor was on top of it, that, you know, my mom drove me to the hospital, that my family was there. You know, I wish that Chris had been able to see the birth of his baby, but I know I was knocked out and that's not possible. But I do, that's kind of sad. I mean, even though we're going through a divorce and we are, you know, we're not in the best of places, I still wish for his sake he would have been able, you know, to see her be delivered. I'm really sad that I don't have any maternity pictures, but that's the only thing that I'm really mourning, if you will. I don't really miss being pregnant. My incision's healing pretty nicely. I still am really sore and feel like I had a very traumatic emergency surgery. And the stretch marks itch so bad. Never bothered me in pregnancy, but they itch now. But yeah, I was really, really, really fortunate. And I'm just glad Harper's okay. And it's going to be a long NICU battle. Just because she was born so premature and so early, even though she's doing so well. I mean, we're still going to be there until 36, 37 weeks at best. So, that's my story. I hope I didn't leave anything out. Like I said, I was really groggy after. I'm sure that there's probably details in this that there weren't when I actually typed it out, or details when I typed it out that aren't in here, because I just don't remember everything, and some of it is what I was told happened. So it is what it is. I hope that I remembered everything, and I'm just glad she's okay. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm sorry that it's split up in little videos, but maybe it'll upload faster that way. I kept running out of space. Love you guys. I'm actually turning into home, so this story ended up being just the right amount of length. I will talk to you guys later, and I will update on kind of our first couple weeks in the NICU and life in general. Anyways, bye.